Hi everyone, my name is Mia and welcome to this very special quick Pilates routine focused on strengthening your calf muscles. So, what are calf muscles good for? Besides making your legs look amazing, calves also happen to be one of the main motors of lymphatic fluid through your body. So the more you exercise your calves, the stronger your immune system is, the less likely you are to get sick. Also, speaking from personal experience, one reason this routine is so close to my heart is as a runner, I've struggled with plantar fasciitis, and the moves that I'm about to show you saved me. So if you're watching this and you have plantar, definitely make this a staple of your routine. Also, definitely make this a staple of your routine if you're a runner, because strong calves not only help you run faster, but they also make you less prone to injury. And if you haven't had plantar fasciitis already, hopefully you never get it as a result of doing this. So this is one of my favorite things I've filmed so far. I highly recommend this either as a standalone routine or on a playlist with some of my other videos. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to come to you can either come to your mat or behind your mat in the standing position. You'll turn your feet out into a V, pull through your navel, make sure that you're pressing your tailbone forward. All 10 of the toes are pressing into the ground. So we're just going to start by engaging the core. So take a deep inhale, point your tailbone backwards. As you exhale, pull through your navel, squeeze your glutes and your abs at the same time, pressing your tailbone forward. We'll just do this 3 times. Inhale, point the tailbone back. Exhale, squeeze through your abs, glutes, pressing the tailbone forward. Inhaling back and exhale, pressing forward. Keep pressing forward, so we're keeping the core engaged now. This is what I mean by when I say engage the core. We're going to take a deep inhale. As you exhale, come onto the balls of both feet, which is also easier if you're not talking at the same time. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. So to help with your balance, make sure all 10 of your toes are pressing into the ground. You're pulling through a core and you're looking at a point in front of you. Inhale down, exhale up. Inhale down, exhale up. Inhale down, exhale up. Inhale down, exhale up. Let's do 8 more like this. So by squeezing into your waist, this gives you good feedback about if your core is engaging properly or not. So you should feel the muscles going harder when your core is engaged than they are when your core is not engaged. Let's go for 5 more like this, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. And then give your legs a good shake out. So for future reference, if you're doing this exercise or any other exercise, you should feel burning, as burning is good feedback that you're working at an appropriate level for you. So when you have 3 repetitions left, you should be questioning if you can do any more. So if your calves are really strong and you want to make this harder, I'm not going to show this on camera today, but one thing I like to do is take a backpack, put a kettlebell in it. You could also use dumbbells or anything heavy, and strap that onto your back so that way you're giving yourself extra resistance as you go through these calf raises. For the next part, I'm going to demonstrate this with an optional yoga block. So if you have one made of cork, feel free to use it. I say specifically use cork because the foam ones tend to go a bit squishy and that's a bit counterproductive. I'm going to turn against the wall, so I'm doing this while leaning onto a wall for balance. And this was an absolute game changer for my plantar fasciitis, which is why I'm giving this to you today. So, ball of the foot is on the block, and then let your heel come towards the ground as far as possible. And then we're going to take through all 5 toes of the supporting leg as you lift. Inhale, lower down. We're going to do 20 of these. So exhale, lift. Inhale, down. And then you can use your breathing to help you with this one. In Pilates, we always inhale through the nose and exhale through your mouth. So make puckered lips like you're blowing out candles. And then this visualization like you're blowing out candles works really well to also blow out the fire that might be raging through your glutes by now. So So giving your glutes more power. You can also use the power of visualization here to make a wish that this exercise will get easier, and that wish will come true even though you've got 8 more left. So let's go for 8 and 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then let your heels soften towards the ground, stretching out through the back of the leg. If you're not using the block, what you can do instead is take the leg that you just blasted, place it behind with the front knee bent, lean against the wall or chair or whatever you're leaning onto, and then give it a good stretch out. And then let's give it a good shake, get some blood flowing through here. We're going to do exactly the same thing on the other side. So I'm placing my left foot on the block now. All 5 toes are pressing in, heel is softening towards the ground. We're going to exhale, lift up, inhale, lower. Of course, if you're not using a block, but you feel strong enough, you could try this without using the wall for support, which makes it a lot harder as your core has to stay engaged super hard in order to not fall. Exhale, lift, inhale, lower down. Exhale, squeeze and lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, squeeze and lift. Squeezing through your calf, also squeezing through your abs. Exhale, lift and lower. Let's go for 12 more. So inhale, lower. Explosive exhale to come up. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice. And then let your heels soften towards the ground. Stretch out through your calf. So of course, if you've got the time and energy, then you can always pause this video and then do another round on each side with the calf raises. So my advice, if you're going to do this, is instead of doing exactly 20 reps, do as many as you think you can. When you feel like you're about to die, do 3 more reps, and then shake the leg out, stretch it, come to the other side. So let's come to our mat. If you're using the block, you don't need it anymore. So we're going to come into some skiers and then use this to take the scenic route to the ground. So whenever you reach the ground, if you're feeling a bit more advanced and you want that option for your abs, then you could pause the video and then hold your boat for as long as you can. So we're going to stand at the front of the mat. I see my block is still in the camera. All right, so we're going to shift our weight towards your heels. Face your palms backward. Keep pressing your tailbone forward through this whole movement. As you exhale, reach up, arms come over your head. All 10 toes are pressing into the ground. Inhale down. And exhale. We'll do 6 more of these. Inhale down. And exhale. Inhale down. And exhale. We're going to do 4 more, and then we'll immediately transition to the ground. And last 3. And 2. And 1. And then lift off of your heels. And then you can bring your arms in front of you. We're slowly, slowly, slowly going to transition to the ground. So keep your breathing rhythmic and consistent. Coming down as slowly as you can, and challenge yourself to land softly. If you want to pause the video and do the boat hold, this is what it looks like. Otherwise, we're all going to come to the ground and come into some glute bridges, also with a nice emphasis for the calves. So for this one, walk your feet as close to you as you can, and then lift your arms from the ground, press your shoulder blades into the ground, reach them away from your ears, and then press your hands into the ground. So this will give you a bit more support. And then we're going to stay off of our heels as we squeeze the glutes and lift. Inhale, lower down. So the tailbone is pointing right at the ceiling for as long as possible. Exhale, squeeze your glutes to lift. Inhale, lower. So we're going to do this and one more thing, and then we'll stretch after this. Inhale, lower. Exhale, squeeze, lift. Inhale, lower. So I deliberately wanted to make this routine short enough where if you have as much difficulty with plantar fasciitis as I used to, then this is a nice one that you can incorporate into your routine as much as possible. Like I said, either as a standalone routine or combined with some of my other videos, or if you're a runner, then this is a really good one to do right at the end of your run. So let's do another 8 here. We're about to finish, so let's make it count. 7 and 6 and 5 and 4 and 3. Even though this hurts, I'm smiling because I know what the final destination is. Less pain. So on the next one, let's stay up and let's finish big. Let's lower one heel to the ground and the other. Lift, 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 lift. Let's go 12 more on each side. 11. Squeezing your glutes like you've never squeezed them before in your life. 8 and 7 and 6 and 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then let's lift both heels off the ground and then slowly, 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 like you're so disappointed we're done already, slowly roll down to the ground again. And then you can bend your knees. Grab behind the knees if you're not flexible yet. If you can reach your toes, grab it with your index finger and middle finger. And then let your hips rock side to side. It should feel extra yummy with all the heat that we've created just now. And then to make this more of a dynamic stretch, you can straighten one leg while you bend the opposite knee. Inhale, switch. Exhale, straighten one leg as you bend the opposite knee. Inhale, switch. We'll just do 3 of these on each side. And 2. And on the last one, let's just hold it a little bit longer. You should be feeling pretty good by now. Let's do the other side. And then we'll do one more stretch and then we're done. So for this one, if you have a belt, whether it's a yoga belt or a normal belt, I definitely recommend grabbing that so you can maximize the stretch. I'm placing this around the ball of my right foot. So ball of the right foot is like so. And then we're going to come lay down on the ground again, straighten the opposite leg, and then we're going to hold for 30 seconds. Deep inhale. As you exhale, keep pulling the leg closer to you. So don't force anything with straightening the leg, but we're trying to stretch the calves. Not only that, but also this is really good for getting into the hamstrings. And if you're watching me and you do a lot of running, you know there's no such thing as too much hamstring stretching. So I thought I'd give you 2 in 1 here. And we're already through 30 seconds here. So let's take one more deep breath in. Slowly exhale, letting it go. And then we'll just switch legs. So place the ball of the left foot into the strap and then pull it towards you, getting that nice, delicious opening through the back of your leg, hamstrings, calves. And keep slowing down your breathing, softening into the stretch. And let's take one more deep breath in here. Slowly exhale, either through your nose or your mouth, letting it go. And then you can take your foot out of the strap. Hold the fronts of your knees to rock yourself up to a seated position. And then stretch your legs in front of you. Let your knees bounce one by one off the ground. Congratulate yourself on doing an epic job today. And if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to my channel, hit the bell so you get the notifications, and then check my information where you can follow my classes either live in The Hague or online. So thank you everyone and have an amazing day.